How's it going, you beautiful creatures staring at me through a screen? A little bit ago, presumably like 2 days ago, maybe a day ago, Ice Spice actually ended up getting canceled. So a lot of people are not feeling her because she has a friend by the name of Cleopatra, and Cleopatra is one of Ice Spice's old friends. She makes music herself, and it so happened that Ice Spice told her friend, yo, Cleo, I have a tour going on. If you want to come on the tour with me, you can come with us and we can have a little fun together. You do whatever about, you can have fun on the tour and whatnot. So it turns out that allegedly on the tour bus or on the trip on the tour, Ice Spice had Cleopatra, which is the name of her friend, in a bus for 9 hours without feeding her, allegedly. Not only this, apparently that the hospitality in terms of where she was able to sleep and just overall the hospice of Ice Spice's camp or team did not do a very good job of treating her friend as one of them, allegedly. So it turns out that during a moment in the trip where they were at dinner, Ice Spice made comments about Cleo that she was eating up too much food and that she basically called her a vacuum. Now, there's one thing that's kind of confusing me because they're saying that if she's eating too much food, that's a problem, but then they're saying that she didn't eat enough food, which is also a problem. So let's get into the details because it gets a little tricky. There's a lot of more details that I'm missing and that we're missing, but we have all the receipts. So looking at the past few days, Ice Spice went on Twitter Spaces and she basically broke down the situation of how she felt and what it meant to her and whatnot. So we're gonna react to the Twitter Space and see what Ice Spice has to say.
You know what I mean? That's when they decide to crash out every single time. I'm noticing a pattern, bro. And the shit is sad because I genuinely was trying to help her. So, do you want to just come on this tour? You know what I'm saying? You could just join. Mad last minute type shit. What had actually happened is that we added another tour bus. So I'm like, now we have extra room. We have extra bunks. So I'm like, oh, let me see if Cleo wants to come. Feel me? So she could do like her songs and stuff like that. But that's what the fuck I get for trying to be a good person. It's whatever, bro. Honestly, that's not gonna stop me from still trying to be a good person. I'm gonna always help the next person out. Like, that's really my fault for real, because whatever though. But to say, just to leave out so many details is crazy. Like, you're not gonna tell the people, bitch, we was on them rides at the theme park screaming our vocal cords out to the point where the next day it was hard to perform. Like, bitch, we was having fun. So for you to try to sit here and complain about a chicken salad, you never came to me talking about a chicken salad. What are you really talking about right now? You gonna send me a whole essay after tour? I'm just gonna get off the bus. I don't even know you got off the bus. You gonna send me an essay with an intro, bodies, and a conclusion, and you want me to try to analyze this shit
Bodies
and
and
figure
a
out how I'm
conclusion.
wrong, when all I did was share my stage with you, when I ain't even have to do that. You got less than 10,000 listeners, and I'm sharing my stage with you, and you feeling so entitled. You thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too?
Right there, when I heard that, I was like, well, you're both on the same trip together, so you have to, if I invite somebody on a trip with me, the people who work for me should unexpectedly help the people that I brought with me. You're together now, and they're both artists, so it makes sense for two people who are basically in the same category. It's like Ray Shrimmer. They're two people who are artists who are on tour together. They're the same entity. So yeah.
Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt-ass naked, trying to press me about some bags, that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like, nah, that's that shit, bro. But
So was expecting princess treatment?
that's all I could do, y'all. All I could do is sigh about it, because it's just like, what can you do, bro? Damn. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro. Crash outs and they going on rants, but fuck it though. At the end of the day, it's whatever, bro. This shit comes with it. Clearly, this will come with it, bro. Right? So fuck it. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. What are you talking about right now? What?
Damn.
That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? You sound dumb as hell, bitch. If anything, we both need saving. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? We was at the movie theaters. We was siphon. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum,
So
that
this
the
part right
server
here,
was like, where did the food go?
I don't get that part. So they're saying that she wasn't able to eat, but then they're saying that she ate a bunch. So I don't know what's the actual deets. Who's telling the truth? Who's lying and who's telling the truth?
Stop it right now. You talking about she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my pussy one time? In my bed one time? Damn, you wanna...
That is insane. What the fuck, Ice Spice? What the fuck? Yo, Ice Spice is like, bro, can I goon? Let me goon. Yo, she couldn't even goon, bro. You thought I was feeding you? She ain't getting lunch. So, so hold on. Okay, let me stop. So, so it's the food thing that I don't know. They saying that she didn't eat food, but then they're saying that she ate food. Like, I don't know which one is actually real. So after, you know, this hit the fan, everyone on Twitter, everyone was going crazy on Ice Spice on Twitter. Ice Spice decides to run a poll. So we're gonna look at the poll and we're gonna see what this poll says. It's insane. All right, so shout out to a sad hot girl for this tweet. But she runs a poll and it says this. So it says, what should I do for dinner? Steakhouse or chicken salad? And then this next one says, on my flight bored. So let's play Would You Rather. So would you rather be a mean bad bitch or be a stupid bum bitch? And lol or sad girl, sad bat, what is it? Sad hot girl says, lol, this kinda just validates everything that was said about her. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of an asshole move. That's kind of a shitty move. It's kind of a shitty move. Really based on, you don't have to go that way. It's a little immature, I think it just sucks. It sucks for both parties because it sucks to be that vulnerable and be like, yo, this is what happened to me. I'm somewhat of a victim. And then it sucks for Ice Spice to have to be like, no, this didn't happen, and this is that. Whatever occurred and whatever she did happened, and it happened, right? But this right here does sort of validate, like, damn, is she an asshole? Because who the fuck isn't an asshole would then go out and mock somebody who they starved for 9 hours? That's low-key a trick move. So after this, Ice Spice ended up losing like 500,000 followers or something on Instagram. Situation got a lot worse. So let's look at this because it says, we met twice in the green room. We barely spoke. Who said I'm Hispanic? So Cleopatra claims that Ice Spice isn't actually part Nigerian and that she's Hispanic. And this looks like Ice Spice's dad coming up and saying, I'm not fucking Nigerian, or I'm not fucking Hispanic, I'm Nigerian. Or he didn't say that he's Nigerian, but he said he's not Hispanic. So I don't know. Here's the Social Blade analytics of Ice Spice's follower count in the negatives at this point. Really bad looking. Just for like team and just like a PR or for PR, this looks really bad. Looks really bad. Just keeping it a buck. I don't know how this is panning out, but I'm pretty sure she's lost more as well. It's only 500,000 in the last day, but this is obviously, you know, not too good for the business. So it says, Ken, I'm gonna dead this right now. I'm a black man. So Ice Spice's father is black. Okay, now you can't sit here and assume that somebody's black or not black, because you know, they know their heritage and they know who they are. For me, I don't give a fuck. And I don't know why race is even being brought up in here, because this isn't even a racist matter. I think this is more of a personal matter. This is the matter of the ethics of the situation. Taking care of somebody, having the hospitality to take care of somebody, especially if you have the money to, the means to. Why not take care of someone? You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck about any of the race shit. I think that's all a bunch of yap, nothing burgers. Like, gives a fuck. It just comes, for me, it's more so, if the person's white or black, I mean, are you gonna treat them less than? Is that where we're getting at? Is Ice Spice a racist? Who knows? I don't think so, but who knows? So Ice Spice's manager ends up responding to the situation. I'm gonna do a voice over this because I don't have my glasses. And yeah, so you just yap while you look at this. Damn, bro, it's just so stupid. Just gotta like hear and yap until I'm done. So I'm gonna be like a Sims character. My team and I spoke with the so here Ice Spice has long 540,000 followers. That's insane. In the last 12 days, so 8K followers during that day via Social Blade. That's not a good bit. If you bring your friend on a vacation, I used to have a very close friend. I used to go on vacation all the time. Always. They treated me as though their own. They treated me as if I was another one of them. And that's how you just have to do with people in general. I don't care. I don't think that this matter resides in any sort of business, financial type of vibe. I think this resides in human decency. How, think about it like then, primally, on some Native American, like if you and your tribe were going off on an adventure together and there was one person left behind, everyone made sure that that person was straight. No man left behind, whether they got sick on their journey in their conquest to do whatever. You always just make sure that the people that you're with are good and whatnot, and that they're taken care of, and not have like nasty, bitter type of way. Because it seems the vibe I'm getting is, even though she's like, yeah, I'm doing it for you, but if it wasn't for me, you couldn't be in this position. Or I'm doing it for you, but if it wasn't for me, da 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 da. And it gives that like shitty type of vibe where it's like, damn. So you don't think it was like, it just gives like vibe where you think you're better than the person, so they should be less. And I think people were bringing the race card is because that could be probably why she thinks less of her, because there's a lot of instances where light skin or lighter skinned people would treat their dark skinned friends bad. There's a few cases, but I don't know for a fact. I can't say that is the facts, but I think that's where people's mindsets are. That's where people's mindsets are, and that's what people think. At the end of the day, bro, it comes down to this. You have to treat everyone like a human, and people, especially someone you like. They said they were friends for 2 years. So going on Twitter to make a mean post and like shady ass post about it, that right there is a little bit. Come on, I mean, you ain't have to. That's some like petty shit, right? That is so petty. That is so fucking petty. But dude, I think it's really bad. I think it's really bad, but I think that they can make up after this. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I think that it affects Ice Spice's career more, and that's what makes it worse. And it's more of like business aspect that makes it worse. In terms of actual personal vendettas, it can't be that bad. You can make up for something like that. I think it doesn't even have to be like, it doesn't even always have to be that person should have had taken care of you, or it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be that like it was all initially to be personal and attack that person, but more so that the aftermath of it, and it being such a financial loss and such a business loss and such a PR just disaster, that can be what can stray someone away from it just being like, oh, it was just personal information or personal views and personal things happening, and that's why, oh, this all went wrong. But a lot of the times it doesn't even matter. And if somebody really thinks that, then they're kind of. So look at this. So Ice Spice tweeted, and this is from Nika, Yesela Nika, or YSL Nika. Sorry. So I guess this may have been around the time that they were on a trip together. But it says, I was trolling, which that's a lyric from Ice Spice, one of her songs. She was like, I was trolling, or something like that. And then this is her cleaning her plate saying tour dump. So as you remember, Ice Spice saying her friend was gulping all the food down together. It was something that, oh my God, what am I thinking? Oh my gosh, it was fucked up. That's what it was fucked up that she did that. It's fucked up that she sat here and ate the fucking food and then sat there and made a post about it. And I didn't even know about the post. And basically flaunting the food, and I'm literally like treating her like a fucking dog, putting the treat to her face but never giving it. That's fucked up. Now I don't get she was at a restaurant and she fed her, and then she didn't feed her. The situation just doesn't make sense to me. A lot of it doesn't make sense, because if they were together and they didn't let her know that they were going to eat, that makes sense, and that's fucked up. If they didn't let her know that they were going to eat. But if they were all on the bus together for 9 hours and they didn't eat, they're all in it together. And if they did eat previously together, then that shouldn't really be much of a problem, because we're acting as if she hasn't eaten, but they're saying that she ate a bunch of food. So who's lying? Somebody's lying. Someone is lying. That right there, that story does not add up. That's an inadequate story. So that's not it. So a little while back, Ice Spice had a friend by the name of Baby Storm. Baby Storm was, I guess, like her sidekick, one of her other dark-skinned best friends. They also had a falling out because apparently Riot, who is Ice Spice's alleged companion, either cheated on her or Ice Spice cheated on Riot with someone. There was some speculation around the story that Ice Spice was still in a little bit of tricking, being a little bit promiscuous, if you will. They both had a falling out with each other, and it turns out that what people are saying in the general consensus is that Ice Spice is an asshole. And Ice Spice is an asshole. And so a lot of this derives from the fact that even though Baby Storm and Cleopatra actually don't even like each other, they still came together to say that they don't fuck with Ice Spice. Crazy, right? It says, you so mad, or mad, so bothered. Oh, and bothered. It says, it's a key at this point. Don't ever let me see you, boo, cause you need one conk on your head. And then this is a quote tweet, because that was from May 12th, that was a while ago. And then she goes back to it, Baby Storm goes back to it and says, I tried to warn you and you just threatened to beat me up. Nevertheless, I'm sorry that happened to you. Cleopatra then responds, oh, I threatened to beat you up because you was doing all that cause was mad? Cause was mad at Ice Spice, okay? It didn't give you had all the respect for me too, or boo. It didn't give that you had all the respect for me, boo. You really could have DM'd me from the jump with that whole situation if it was on the same real bitch shit. Word, but thank you. Don't have my glasses, bit of a struggle read. Essentially, she's an asshole, okay? General consensus, if the two people, it's either Cleo and Baby Storm are actual assholes, or Ice Spice is the asshole. There's no in between. And a lot of people are seeing through it. A lot of people are seeing through Spice's demeanor, you know, and making that tweet. So the general consensus is that's why she's always talking about shit. That's why she's always rapping about shit. Because she's an asshole. I have to see what happens to Ice Spice in the near future. Hopefully, you know, she doesn't do the same thing again and mess with one of her friends or you know, another falling out with her friends. But yeah, I guess karma is a bitch. Okay, that being said, this is gonna wrap us up for today. Hopefully we're well informed. But that's Ice Spice. That is Ice Spice. So I'll see you guys when you're older. Peace.